This outdoor transformation cost $38. $38. But look at this space now. It went from boring and neglected to absolutely stunning. People walk into my backyard and ask if I hired a designer. I'm about to show you exactly how I did it using only Dollar Tree items. And stick around because the final transformation trick at the end creates this high-end resort look that guests cannot believe came from a dollar store. Hey there, garden friends. Welcome back to Daily Garden Fix. Today we're talking about something everyone wants but thinks they can't afford, a beautiful outdoor space that looks professionally designed. I'm showing you 10 jaw-dropping ways to completely transform your patio, deck, garden, or backyard using only Dollar Tree supplies. We're talking major visual impact for minimal investment. Quick question, what's the biggest eyesore in your outdoor space right now? Drop a comment and tell me what you're working with. Boring patio? Ugly fence? Nowhere to sit? And if you love creating beauty on a budget, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. I share money-saving outdoor transformations every single week that prove you don't need thousands of dollars to have a space you're proud of. Alright, let's transform your outdoor space. Transformation 1, Painted Terra Cotta Pot Garden. Here's the problem. Your outdoor space has mismatched, dirty, or plain boring pots scattered everywhere. It looks cluttered and unintentional, like you just collected random containers over the years. Let me show you the easiest fix that creates instant cohesion. Head to Dollar Tree and grab as many terra cotta pots as you need. Then pick up their acrylic craft paint in coordinating colors. I chose white, sage green, and terracotta orange to create a modern palette. Here's what you do. Clean your pots thoroughly and let them dry. Paint them in your chosen color scheme. Some get solid coats, others you can leave partially unpainted for that trendy two-tone look. Add patterns if you want, stripes, dots, geometric designs. The key is using the same color family so everything coordinates. Look at this transformation. What was a chaotic collection of random pots is now a curated, designed look. All the pots work together visually, creating harmony in your space. I did this for my entire patio area. 20 pots painted in about 2 hours. During the day, they look clean and intentional. At night, when plants are lit from below, those coordinated pots create this cohesive, magazine-worthy aesthetic. The best part? You can refresh this look seasonally. Spring might be soft pastels. Summer could be bold tropical colors. Fall brings warm earth tones. For $12 in paint, you can completely change your outdoor vibe 4 times a year. And here's what nobody tells you. Painted terracotta actually helps seal the pots, reducing how quickly they dry out. Your plants stay happier and you water less. It's beautiful and functional. Total cost for 20 painted pots? About $15 in paint plus the pots themselves. Each pot is $1.25, so we're looking at maybe $40 total for a complete patio transformation that looks custom and expensive. Bonus tip, seal your painted pots with clear acrylic sealer from Dollar Tree. This makes them weatherproof and the paint lasts multiple seasons without chipping or fading. Transformation number 2, DIY outdoor cushion covers. The challenge? Outdoor cushions are insanely expensive. A single patio cushion can cost $40 to $60. If you need 4 or 6, you're looking at hundreds of dollars just to sit comfortably. Here's the genius Dollar Tree solution. Grab their vinyl tablecloths in outdoor-friendly patterns or solid colors. These are waterproof, durable, and come in surprisingly stylish designs. Take your existing cushions, even if they're stained, faded, or just ugly. Wrap them like gifts using the vinyl tablecloths. Tuck and fold the excess fabric underneath, then secure with safety pins or outdoor-rated Velcro strips from Dollar Tree. As you can see here, these cushions went from sad and weathered to fresh and vibrant. The vinyl tablecloth acts like a custom slipcover, completely hiding the original fabric. The waterproof material means spills wipe right off. Rain doesn't ruin them. Sun doesn't fade them as quickly as regular fabric. And when they do get dirty or you want a new look, you just unwrap and replace with new tablecloths. I did 6 cushions using 6 tablecloths. Total cost? $7.50. Compare that to $360 for new outdoor cushions. This is the kind of hack that completely changes what's possible on a budget. You can mix and match patterns and colors to create the exact vibe you want. Coastal, blues and whites, boho, warm terracottas and geometric prints, modern farmhouse, checked patterns and neutrals. The transformation is instant and dramatic. Your seating area goes from dingy to designer in about 15 minutes of work. Bonus tip: layer your cushions. Put a plain solid color on bottom cushions, patterned on back cushions, or vice versa. The layered look adds depth and makes everything feel more intentional and expensive. Transformation number 3, vertical garden wall system. This transformation is all about maximizing space and creating a living art installation. The problem? Ground space is limited, walls are boring, and you want more greenery without more floor clutter. Solution? Dollar Tree hanging shoe organizers turned into vertical gardens. I know it sounds weird, but wait until you see the result. Grab the clear over-the-door shoe organizers. Also pick up command hooks rated for outdoor use. Hang the organizer on your fence, garage wall, patio siding, or any vertical surface using the command hooks. Fill each pocket with potting soil. Plant herbs, succulents, trailing flowers, or even strawberries in each compartment. The clear pockets let you see the root development and soil levels, which is actually pretty cool. Look at this transformation. A blank, boring fence wall becomes this lush, living vertical garden. You've just added dozens of plants without taking up any ground space. This works beautifully for small patios, balconies, or anywhere you're short on square footage. Each organizer can hold 12 to 24 plants depending on size. Hang 3 or 4 of these and you've created a serious garden wall. The pockets drain naturally, so overwatering isn't usually an issue. They're lightweight even when full, so command hooks hold them easily. And you can customize what goes where: sun-loving plants at the top, shade-tolerant ones at the bottom. I use this system especially for my herb garden. Having fresh herbs growing vertically right outside my kitchen door is incredibly convenient. Snip what I need without bending over or walking to a garden bed. Total cost? 3 shoe organizers, command hooks, and soil from Dollar Tree ran about $12. Add plants and you're still under $25 for a complete vertical garden that would cost hundreds to install professionally. Bonus tip: plant trailing varieties like ivy, sweet potato vine, or trailing petunias in the top pockets. As they grow and cascade down, they create this waterfall effect that's absolutely stunning and hides the plastic organizer behind greenery. 3 transformations down and your outdoor space is already looking completely different. Which one are you trying first? Drop the number in the comments, 1, 2, or 3, so I know what's resonating with you. And if these ideas are sparking your creativity, hit that like button. It helps this reach more people who need budget outdoor makeovers. Transformation number 4, Mason Jar Lantern Pathway. Outdoor lighting completely changes the feel of your space, but most outdoor light fixtures are expensive and require electrical work. Here's a stunning alternative that costs almost nothing. Dollar Tree sells mason jars and battery-operated string lights or LED candles. Combine them to create custom lanterns that line pathways, decorate tables, or hang from trees. Fill each mason jar about halfway with sand or pebbles from Dollar Tree for weight and visual interest. Drop in a battery-operated LED candle or coil of fairy lights. Seal the jar. Now arrange these lanterns along your walkway, garden path, or patio edge. During the day, they're charming rustic accents. At night, they glow with warm, inviting light that guides movement through your space. Look at this transformation. What was a dark, undefined pathway becomes this enchanting, lit trail. It feels upscale, thoughtful, and way more expensive than it actually is. I made 12 lanterns for my garden paths. The soft glow creates ambience that makes you want to be outside after sunset. Friends always comment on how magical the backyard feels at night. You can customize these endlessly. Clear jars with white lights for clean, modern look. Colored jars with warm lights for bohemian vibes. Add sea glass, pine cones, or seasonal decorations inside the jars for extra visual interest. The battery lights last weeks before needing replacement, and everything is weather resistant. Rain doesn't damage them, wind doesn't blow them out, and you're not dealing with cords or outlets. Total cost for 12 lanterns? About $20. That's jars, lights, and filler material. Compare that to a single outdoor pathway light fixture that costs $50 to $80 each. Bonus tip: hang some of these lanterns from shepherd's hooks or tree branches at varying heights. The mixed levels of light create depth and drama that professional landscape designers charge thousands to install. Transformation number 5. Painted concrete block planters. This transformation takes the cheapest, ugliest building material, concrete blocks, and turns them into stunning modern planters that look like they came from a high-end boutique. The problem? Large planters cost a fortune. A single statement planter can run $60 to $200. If you want multiple ones to create impact, that budget adds up impossibly fast. Here's the trick. Grab those plain gray concrete blocks. Stack them on their sides to create cubes or columns. The holes facing up become planting spaces. Use construction adhesive or leave them loose so you can reconfigure later. Now paint them. Dollar Tree acrylic paint in coordinating colors. I went with matte white for a modern, minimalist look, but you could do black, pastels, jewel tones, whatever matches your style. Once painted, fill those block holes with succulents, herbs, or trailing flowers. Each hole becomes an individual planting pocket. As you can see, the transformation is incredible. What was industrial and ugly becomes sculptural and intentional. These look like expensive designer pieces, but they cost about $6 each, 2 blocks and paint. The beauty is you can stack these to create height, arrange them in groups for impact, or use them as both planters and architectural elements that define spaces in your yard. I have a grouping of 9 painted blocks, 3 stacks of 3, creating this modern planter wall on my patio. It's become the focal point people photograph. Nobody believes they're painted concrete blocks from a hardware store. These planters are also incredibly durable. Concrete withstands weather, the paint seals and protects, and they're heavy enough not to blow over in storms. Use them as plant stands by flipping blocks upside down so the holes aren't visible, then setting pots on top. Or create a planter bench by arranging blocks with a wooden board across the top. The versatility is endless. Total cost for a grouping of 9 blocks painted and planted? About $25 including paint, blocks, and plants. A comparable designer planter set costs $300 to $500 easily. Bonus tip: paint geometric patterns on some blocks, stripes, triangles, or dots, to add visual interest. Mix painted patterns with solid colors for a curated, collected over time look that feels expensive and personalized. Transformation number 6, hanging garden chandelier. This transformation creates a stunning overhead focal point that makes your outdoor space feel like an event venue. The problem? Hanging planters are expensive, and creating grouped, layered looks requires buying multiple pieces at premium prices. Here's the Dollar Tree hack that changes everything. Grab wire cooling racks from the kitchen section, shepherd's hooks or sturdy branches, small pots with drainage holes, and zip ties or wire. Create your structure by securing cooling racks together using zip ties to form a 2- or 3-tiered frame. Attach it to a shepherd's hook, pergola beam, or sturdy tree branch using wire or rope. Now hang small planted pots from the cooling rack grid using S-hooks or wire. Fill with trailing plants like ivy, petunias, or sweet potato vine that cascade down. Look at this. What was empty air space becomes this lush, dripping garden chandelier. It's dramatic, unexpected, and creates a focal point that draws the eye upward, making your outdoor space feel larger and more designed. The layered effect is what makes this stunning. Multiple tiers of plants at different heights create dimension and movement. As plants grow and trail longer, the chandelier becomes more spectacular. I hung one of these over my patio seating area. It defines the space, provides some shade, and becomes a conversation piece every time we have guests. People genuinely think I spent hundreds creating this look. The cooling racks are sturdy enough to hold multiple pots but lightweight enough not to strain hooks or branches. And you can easily swap out plants seasonally, pansies in spring, bright annuals in summer, mums in fall. Total cost? 2 cooling racks, 8 small pots with plants, hooks and hardware came to about $18. A comparable hanging planter chandelier from a garden boutique starts around $150. Bonus tip: add battery-operated fairy lights woven through the plants. At night, the chandelier becomes illuminated and absolutely magical. This one addition takes it from pretty to show-stopping. 6 transformations and your outdoor space is completely unrecognizable from where we started. But the next 4 take things even further. Number 8 creates a reading nook that looks straight out of a design magazine. And number 10? It's the transformation that ties everything together and makes your space feel finished. Keep watching. Transformation number 7, tiered plant stand display. Visual height and dimension make outdoor spaces feel professionally designed. The problem? Multi-tiered plant stands cost $60 to $120. Most people can't justify that expense. Here's how to build your own using Dollar Tree supplies. Grab terra cotta saucers in graduated sizes, wooden dowels or tension rods, and construction adhesive or hot glue. Create your tiers by stacking largest saucer on bottom, placing 3 evenly spaced dowel pieces as supports, adding medium saucer, more dowels, then smallest saucer on top. Secure each level with adhesive. You've just created a 3-tiered plant stand. Paint it to match your color scheme if desired, or leave natural terracotta for that classic garden look. Place potted plants on each tier, mixing heights and plant types. Trailing plants on top cascade down, medium plants in the middle, and something full and bushy on bottom. As you can see, this creates dramatic vertical interest. Instead of all your pots sitting at ground level, you've created layers that draw the eye upward and make the space feel more dynamic and intentional. I built 3 of these stands in different sizes and scattered them around my patio and garden beds. They create focal points and allow me to display way more plants in the same square footage. The tiered structure also improves plant health. Better air circulation, each plant gets adequate light, and watering is easier since you're not reaching behind other plants. This same technique works for outdoor dining. Use it as a serving stand for drinks and appetizers. Or create a succulent display that becomes outdoor art. Total cost per stand? About $8 in saucers, dowels, and adhesive. Build 3 stands for less than the cost of one commercial version. Bonus tip: paint each tier a different coordinating color, lightest on top, darkest on bottom. This ombre effect is super trendy right now and makes the stand itself a design element even before you add plants. Transformation number 8, outdoor floor cushion seating nook. Creating comfortable seating outdoors usually means expensive patio furniture. But here's a boho chic alternative that costs almost nothing and looks incredibly inviting. The problem? A decent patio conversation set costs $300 to $800. Most of us simply don't have that budget, so we go without comfortable seating and don't use our outdoor space as much as we'd like. Solution? Dollar Tree reversible outdoor rugs or multiple bath mats pieced together, pool floats or foam mats for cushioning, and those vinyl tablecloths we used earlier. Create your base by laying down outdoor rugs or connecting multiple bath mats to define your seating zone. This becomes your floor that separates the seating nook from the rest of your space. For cushions, repurpose old pillows stuffed into tablecloth covers, use pool floats wrapped in fabric, or stack folded blankets covered with waterproof material. Scatter these around your rug area. Add Dollar Tree throw pillows or pillow forms covered in coordinating tablecloths or fabric. The more cushions, the better, pile them generously for that inviting, sink-in look. Look at this transformation. What was bare, unused ground becomes this cozy floor seating lounge that feels exotic and intentional. It's perfect for reading, conversation, or just relaxing with coffee in the morning. The low seating creates intimacy and makes your space feel special. It's unexpected and way more interesting than standard patio chairs. I created a corner nook using this method. Added a couple of overturned painted blocks as side tables, hung string lights above, and it became my favorite spot in the entire yard. Friends always gravitate there when they visit. This setup is also infinitely flexible. When weather gets bad, bring cushions inside. Rearrange the layout whenever you want. Add or remove elements based on how many people you're hosting. Total cost for a 4-person seating nook? About $30 in rugs, fabric, and cushion materials. Compare that to $400 minimum for patio furniture that does the same job. Bonus tip: use wooden pallets under your rugs to create a slight platform that lifts your seating area off the ground. This adds importance, improves drainage, and makes the nook feel even more special and defined. Transformation 9: Privacy Screen Plant Wall. Privacy is precious outdoors, but installing fencing or buying privacy screens is expensive. Here's a living privacy solution that's beautiful and functional. The problem? Privacy fencing costs thousands to install. Freestanding privacy screens run $60 to $200 each. And neither option gives you the natural, lush look of plants. Dollar Tree solution? Tension rods, shepherd's hooks, or bamboo stakes to create structure, plus hanging planters or those shoe organizers we used earlier. For a patio or deck, install tension rods vertically between railings or posts. Hang multiple levels of planters from these rods using S-hooks, filling them with trailing and upright plants. For yards without structures, drive shepherd's hooks or stakes into the ground in a row. Use wire or zip ties to connect bamboo fence panels or lattice from Dollar Tree between the stakes. Attach planters all along this structure. Plant with a mix of heights and textures, tall plants for upper coverage, trailing ones that cascade, and full bushy plants to fill gaps. Watch this transformation. In just weeks of growth, what was an exposed, no privacy area becomes screened by a living wall of greenery. You can't see through it, but it doesn't feel closed in because it's natural and alive. This technique is perfect for blocking unsightly views, creating defined spaces within your yard, or adding privacy from neighbors without the expense and permanence of fencing. I used this method to screen my AC unit from view. Created a 3-panel screen using bamboo stakes and climbing plants. Within 2 months, the unit completely disappeared behind foliage. Functional and beautiful. The plant wall also attracts pollinators, improves air quality, and can include edibles like beans, peas, or cucumbers, so your privacy screen is productive too. Total cost for an 8-foot privacy screen? About $25 in stakes, support structures, planters, and plants. A comparable decorative privacy panel costs $150 to $300 and doesn't grow or bloom. Bonus tip: mix in some fragrant plants like jasmine, honeysuckle, or herbs. Your privacy screen becomes aromatic, adding another sensory layer that makes your outdoor space feel truly special and designed. 9 transformations deep, and your outdoor space is completely magazine-worthy. Quick question: which transformation surprised you most? What looks way more expensive than you expected? Tell me in the comments. And if you're planning to try any of these, definitely subscribe because next week I'm showing you exactly what plants to put where for maximum impact. Don't miss it. Transformation 10: Coordinated Outdoor Accent Pieces. This final transformation is what pulls everything together and makes your space look professionally designed rather than DIY. It's all about repetition, coordination, and intentional accents. The concept? Choose 3 accent colors and repeat them throughout your space in small touches. This creates cohesion and makes everything feel curated. Here's how to do it with Dollar Tree items. I chose white, navy blue, and natural wood tones for my space. Then I went through Dollar Tree and bought items in only those colors. White items: painted pots, white stones for pathways, white lanterns, white string lights. Navy blue items: painted concrete blocks, tablecloth cushion covers, outdoor pillows, decorative planters. Natural wood: bamboo stakes, wooden dowels, natural rope, woven baskets. Now place these accent pieces strategically throughout your outdoor space. White stones edge a pathway. Navy pillows on seating. Wooden elements in plant supports. White lights overhead. Look at what this does. Everything suddenly works together. Even though pieces came from different aisles and serve different functions, the repeated color scheme unifies them into one cohesive design. This is the secret professional designers use. Repetition creates rhythm and makes spaces feel intentional. Your eye moves around the space seeing familiar colors and patterns, which feels harmonious and complete. I added these finishing touches last, after all the major transformations were done. It took maybe $30 and an hour of placing items, but it made the difference between nice DIY project and, wow, this looks professional. Here are specific accent pieces that make huge impact. Outdoor thermometer and clock in matching finishes hung on the fence or wall. Creates that lived-in, functional look. Coordinated plant markers in painted stakes or cute signs. Makes your garden feel intentional and curated. Welcome mat in an accent color at your patio entrance. Defines entry and adds polish. Decorative stones or mulch in consistent color around plant bases. Creates clean edges and finished looks. Matching utility items like watering cans, tool holders, or caddies in accent colors. Functional items become decor. Outdoor artwork like metal signs, painted boards, or framed pieces that pick up your color scheme. Adds personality and polish. The key is strategic repetition. Don't put all navy items in one corner. Distribute them around the space. Same with white, same with wood tones. This distributes visual weight and creates balance. Total cost for all accent pieces? About $30. But the impact on the overall space is enormous. This is what transforms nice into jaw-dropping. Bonus tip: shop seasonally at Dollar Tree for accent pieces. Their inventory changes constantly, so you can refresh your accent colors 4 times a year. Spring pastels, summer brights, fall warm tones, winter whites. Keep the space feeling current and intentional. And there you have it. 10 jaw-dropping ways to completely transform your outdoor space using Dollar Tree items. From painted pots and custom cushions to living walls and hanging chandeliers, you now have a complete toolkit for creating the outdoor space you've always wanted. The most important takeaway? Beautiful outdoor spaces aren't about money. They're about intention, creativity, and being willing to do the work yourself. If this video gave you even one idea you're excited to try, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with other people who need budget outdoor solutions. And definitely share this video with friends who have outdoor spaces they want to improve. Growing this community means we can keep creating content that makes beauty accessible to everyone. Make sure you're subscribed to Daily Garden Fix if you aren't already. We're all about proving that gorgeous outdoor spaces are possible for everyone, regardless of budget. I post new transformations, tutorials, and money-saving hacks every single week. Turn on those notifications too. Next week I'm showing you the 10 best plants for outdoor containers that thrive with minimal care and look expensive. You'll want to know which plants give you maximum impact for minimum effort. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which transformation are you tackling first? And what's your biggest outdoor space challenge? Your feedback helps me create the videos you actually need. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Now get to Dollar Tree, grab your supplies, and transform that outdoor space. Because you deserve to have a backyard you love, and now you know exactly how to create it without breaking the bank. Your outdoor oasis is waiting. Let's make it happen together. I'll see you in the next video. Happy transforming.